Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, here with our own Iron Teeth. On update 5 on hard mode, we have a field of berries going, and I have not turned off the fog. There we go. But okay. So I've been looking at a few things. There was an update that dropped, and it mentioned things about powers and stuff, and I was like, no, don't change the things before we're doing this. But no, it's fine. We have a new building. We have this. Beaver wheels, hamster wheels, no longer exist for the Iron Teeth. They have been removed from the game. They are now Folktales exclusive, not removed from the game. They're removed from the Iron Teeth. They're Folktales exclusive. However, we have the Wheel of Pain. So we can get Conan beavers to run round and round in circles. They take 4 beavers and they produce 300 power, which is pretty impressive, actually. I assume you can change the amount of beavers in them, so it will change the power it gives, which is pretty awesome. So you could have one worker. What's 300 divided by 4? Hold on. 300 divided by 4 is 75. So you could have one worker that's doing 75 power in one of these wheels, compared to the previous ones, which was 50 power for one worker. That's a definite upgrade. Yes, it's 100 logs, so it's expensive to build. It's not something you're going to be building early, but logs are not difficult to get, so I like that change. I like that a lot. That's a very, very nice early game change. More space needed, fine. Same space as an engine, to be honest with you. Same space as an engine, but yeah, so that's fine there. There's also, I think, did they mention this? Is this a, yeah, the engines transfer power on 3 sides now. I don't know if that was a change they've just done. I didn't see that in the notes, but I just noticed it here that this has power on 3 sides. And I've noticed this here, the engines are connected to each other like this. So you no longer need to connect them all down the back. They actually will share power with each other when you connect them together, because they have that. So I don't know if that's just happened and they've updated that. I don't remember reading that in the patch notes, but I just noticed it as I glanced over here. I was like, hang on a minute, there's a connection on the end here. Let me have a very quick look at the patch notes which were released today. I don't see them on there, so I don't see them. Who knows? Maybe that was there before, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. But either way, yeah, you can now transfer power out that way, so that's fine. There's been, and also a change to the way the levees weren't counted towards depth, so it changed the way irrigation worked. I was confused by that. I was worried that it would break this, where we've gone 2 down, but it hasn't. This was here already. The bad land was already here already, because this LT affects land down. So in order to seal that off, we'd either have to put a wall of levees in here, or the irrigation barriers, which I'm fine for doing. A lower irrigation barriers there. I think that would work for us, because it would seal off. I'm not all that fussed, because we're going to be building industry over there. We need to bring the power from here down to this level anyway. So the edge wall is going to basically be power coming down, at least at one end, power coming down. And then all the rest will be connected via the back. So that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Oh, let's these two pop there. Pop. There we go. This is all still being built doing its thing here. I don't think you can actually reach that. No, let's do that so you can build more. Go. So yeah, that's fine. These are powered via this. There's no connection for the power. I hadn't figured out the power with these, because I need to connect these up to these. But we're going to remove those and probably move these down here anyway. Let's get stuff. We needed Badwater as quickly as we could. Now, however, we need good water. We need good water because we have a problem. More explosive. I took out all of these last episode, and it's fine. It's fine. I did actually do some calculations to make sure it was fine, and I did double check them this time around to make sure everything's fine. One of these pumps water. It basically does 3 an hour. Just under an hour, but 3 an hour. You can limit the depth of these now. This has changed. Something else as well. It's going to be awesome for us, and I'm going to use in a minute. You can actually put stuff under the ends now. So the pipe changes height, so you can actually build underneath or blow underneath them, which is nice. You can actually make it deeper. Yeah, one of these does 3 an hour, and it's supposed to run for 18 hours, but it doesn't because beavers have to come in and go out and do bits. So let's say it runs for 4. Let's say they lose 4 hours. So they take an hour to get to it in the morning, and they take a couple of breaks during the day. Let's say they lose 4 hours in total. So it runs for 14 hours instead. So 14 times 3 is 42. So these produce 42 water. And that's enough for 14 beavers, because a beaver needs 3 water a day. So that's enough for 14 beavers. So we have enough pumps to sustain our population. Okay, so if I rounded that down, because we're using water elsewhere in places, so we've got the gardens, we've got, if we round that down and say one pump is enough for 10, that gives us a good 40% margin of error. So they say 10. So we've got 21 pumps, which means we're good for 210 beavers. I like that math. That math is easy. That math is simple. Yeah. And note, I'm British, so therefore maths has an S on the end of it. So yeah, so that's fine. However, these pump only when there's water below them. And they pump out this entire reservoir in about 7 days when the drought starts or the bad tide starts. So we're getting in about 3/4. These about 3/4 of the water we're pumping is being drunk, and the other quarter is going into storage. So that's fine. So if we have a drought that is, say, 14 days, we pump down, we pump everything out, fill the water up, and then we go onto the reserves, and that's okay because they've been pumping for so many days anyway, and it's fine. But if we're going to get a 30-day drought or something, we're dead. We're dead. We're out of water. I don't have enough. We're not pumping enough to store it. So I have 2 options. I can either try and blow this out around here and make this deeper so we have more reservoir, or make it squarer so it holds water for longer. Or, and the one that I'm kind of leaning towards, is move these over to here and put the pumps in here. We could also put some dirt in the end here to seal this to make it store more. They can reach down by 6, so they can't reach all the way to the bottom, but they can reach down by 6, so they can reach down and they can pump a lot more out, and it will last a lot longer because it's a square box. It's got no edges, no dodgy ups and downs around, so the water doesn't evaporate as quickly. So, or not evaporate, irrigate. Doesn't irrigate the land quicker. It's transfer of moisture to the land is all based on edges. So a tide of water right there has 2 edges, so it trains twice as quick as a tide of water here that has 1 edge. So you want nice square edges, so that's fine. And we can move this across to go here. I did intend to have this very shallow. I've said this a few times. I did intend to have this very shallow, so and have it 1 deep, so then the bad tide can flow out very quickly. However, observations on the other playthroughs, my Folktale one, where I have a great big reservoir set up with manual pumps at the sources, pumping things out and doing things, doesn't really make a difference whether it's all the way deep with a single block on the end letting the water out, because once the water comes in and starts flowing along, the pumps will start pumping. If there's even the smallest amount of good water in a bad water thing, the pumps will start pumping it. They're very good, they're very smart, the filters are fantastic. So yeah. And what I might do then is at the end have 2 industrial pumps or mechanical pumps or whatever they're called for these beavers. What are they called? Deep mechanical pump on the end here, face outwards, doing bad water. So those 2 on the end will pump the bad water out as much as it can to try and keep the bad water away, so the good water can come in and fill up, and then our deep water pumps can pump water. I think that's going to be probably the best way to do it. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to do it that way to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and we're going to seal off this end up to here. I could put dams in there as well. I think we will. We'll put some dams in there as well. Boom, like that. We'll run a road out here. We actually want to run the road out further like that. And then demolish this road here. And then we'll put some pumps in. Pumpty pump, 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 pump. Seven for the moment. We could get an 8th one in there, but I'll go with 7 for them. No, we won't. Let's go with 8. Let's go with 8 because we yeah. Okay, like that. And they, as you can see, can reach down If I turn on, I can't turn on the water I've got here, but they reach down. You can see the water's here, so they can still pump even now. So that would be awesome. And we can get some of the other side as well. That'd be fine. And then we put the excavators back in up here. To dig out the channel all the way. And we will just make the channel very, very, very deep. And just run pumps all the way along the edges to it. We want to, here, we want to have an industrial pump and stuff, because we're going to put the pumps like inside it anyway. Which I still do want to do. Actually, do you know? No. We'll do this, and I'm going to make these a priority. Okay, because we need the water now. So we will put them in here and do things in here, and I could build them in here. We have the planks, we have the stuff to build it in there, but I want to build them now and get some water going because I'm concerned. This drought we're fine for, or this bad tide we're fine for. We're not going to struggle with it. But if I don't get pumping water now and get our reserves up, if we get a 3-day wet season and then a 30-day drought, we are screwed. So, yeah, I think we're going to do it this way. I think this is going to make sense here. I'm also going to do stuff like run the power line right along the edge of the bank, which is not ideal. It's not the best way of doing stuff. I know, but it's fine. It's fine. So connect that up there, and we'll also put in a one there and just do that. Yeah, boom. Okay. Cool. So we'll build the pumps, we'll get the pumps going, everything will be awesome, everything will be fantastic and wonderful and joyous, and our beavers won't die. This here is working beautifully, in fact, to the point where I don't think I've seen them harvest this line of cassavas on the edge, like at all. I don't think I've ever seen them. They always get done here beforehand, so we need more farms to do that. That's fine, because this is not technically the centre. This is not the final layout. The farms will actually be moved up. And we might even put more farms in. Maybe not move them. Maybe we'll leave these ones here and just put more in there and get more going left and right. So we'll have even more farms. I did say about putting storage on them. I'm probably not going to do that. We'll just have haulers move things around instead. Lots of haulers. So, yeah. Okay, make these high over here. I like that you can now limit the pumps. I really do like that. That is a very awesome change, because it means that you could have like if you had a 3-deep canal, you could pump 2 layers out and leave the lower layer to make sure the ground's irrigated. So I love that. I love that option. That is such a good thing. It's not something I think I'm going to use, or that anyone's going to use a lot, but it could be very useful to use for that sort of thing. You know, you could lower the water level down to a certain bit and not take out the bottom. If you had a 6-deep channel, you could would you send all the beavers over? Oh, they must have, when we disconnected this, these ones here, they must have gone over to there. For some reason. Why would you have gone over to that one? You were still connected to this network. I don't know why you would have gone to that district center. That's weird. That's very weird. That's very weird. Okay, yeah, that's very weird. I don't know why you would have done that. Okay, it's fine. So I could see if you had like as I said, a 3-wide channel, a 3-deep channel, you'd pump 2 layers out and leave the bottom layer so that you can keep your things again. Also, you could pump it out to make sure it doesn't get too high for crops to go in the channel. I don't think that's really going to be a thing, but it's possible. So, yeah, okay. Let's see that time. That is built now, so we're going to be fine for water. You're going to pump the water out there. That's going to be absolutely beautiful and wonderful and awesome sauce. So that's great. I would also like you to, if you could, please do this. This has changed as well. So now, previously, you used to go to the bottom. But now, when you're at the top, it prioritizes. So if you change the priority of the top layer, it goes all the way down to the bottom. So if we did this, it makes the whole layer down there, and then we could come in and we could change the lower layer. What to do? I like that. That's a nice change. I like that a lot. That's a very, very nice change. I didn't know I wanted that. I didn't know I needed that change. Now I do. So, yeah. Also, I should probably change all of this. It means that now you can do that, and you know that every piece of the underneath there is the same priority. You don't have to go up and down like I have done previously. So, fantastic. Fantastic. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You're pumping. You're going to pump this dry very quickly anyway, but that's okay. You're just basically here for a little top up, and you're here to assist the pumping system when the water comes back. So let's just speed up time and let them try and put in more of stuff here, because we need to fill this more, and we need to build things over here and do things. So we will get to that, and we'll be back once more has been built and placed, and yeah, we'll be back. Okay, the dirt excavators have been made. They're not manned or beavered because we don't have enough beavers, so I need to get more beavers. That would help. We have a 27-day drought going. We have 5 days of the wet season, then a 27-day drought. I think 5 days is the shortest. It might be 4. You might get 1 day and then you get 3 days. So, but yeah. So we do not have the water to survive 27 days. 27 days. 165 beavers. Well, that's not correct. That's better. We need what? Yeah. No, we would need 13,000 water stored. Which we don't have. I don't think we have 13,000 water. I know we've got 14,000 water stored. So yeah. So we don't actually have the water to survive our colony, make our colony survive right now. So it's a good job we did put these pumps in. It's a good job we put them on. So they're going. They're going to do their thing. This is going to do its thing here as well. So that'll be fine. All right. I should really put the pumps in here. I should put them in their more serious place, but I just needed to get them working quickly before putting all the platforms in here. Let's do that now, though. Let's do the platforms because we can. I also need to look into something here. Or... Oh, is that... That's right, isn't it? I need to look into something for a power system here. So I need to go single platforms on top. Like this, and then single platforms again. Because I need it to be that height. Because what we want to do is we want to put the power line in underneath these. And then on the end here, we will pop out the power line and connect to an industrial pump, which will be sat here. Or mechanical pump, which will be sat here. So we need to do that, which means our actual deep water pumps won't be there. They will come in by one. So we'll go further over than that anyway there. So they'll come in by one, and then it will be this pump here. So we'll leave one gap on the end. And then the power line that goes underneath that down to the height. Where's the height? Where is it? Where is it? So the power line that will run underneath here will then pop up on the end, so we don't necessarily need to build this one. I don't think. I don't know. Yeah, don't need to build that one. I don't actually need to build any. Well, I do need to build. I don't need to build that one either. Yeah, we'll pop up. On the end here. Oh yeah, sorry, my brain was like, it's not going to work, but it will work because this will all be lower. This will be lower by one level on that side. So yeah, so the power line would pop up here like this, and then have a 90-degree corner to the industrial mechanical pump that will be there, and then it will come out the other side and do the same and go along that way. I might well just continue the line along, do like a cross function there. do the line across. So the power line would be here. So let's like that, and then the power line would be like that. The power line, and then it will come this way as well. Obviously, would come this way, and then would connect to the one on this side as well. So we'd have connections on both sides at each and every point. And we only really need to come up one side of the industrial pump. I might undo both sides. I don't know yet. It is a nice like connecting point to the power grid that we could use. We could have that connected to the power grid, like on just. I know it's only 3 apart, but we could have it on both sides. So like this one supplies this side and this. So we could have all that there. That'd be fine. That'd work. Which would mean we need to do here. So that's going to be a power line come across there. So then that, and you would have a power line come up. Oh, nope, can't put one on the end. Why can't I put one? Oh, because there's a pump there. Yeah. Let's not build any of that just for the minute. Then hold on. Don't build that yet, because that pump needs to be going down there and pumping stuff out. So don't build that. Don't build that. Thank you. Let the pump build that. Okay. So yeah, and then the power line will come across and come up here as well. So and then it will carry on along. So yeah, and then the industrial pumps can just pump water out, and that'll be fine. I don't think a lot of this is going to get built right now because Beavers can't actually physically get in there to build it. But I think they should be able to, as they build out things, they should be able to build all this without a problem, because they can stand inside these buildings and build stuff. So it shouldn't be a major problem to build that, actually. Shouldn't be a big issue at all. So yeah, so let's build. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. And there, like that. And then we'll build another one here, and we'll move these pumps over. Yeah, so all the pumps will be sat inside there. The industrial pump will be sat on the edge here, and it will pump water out and into the rivers. Like that. I have just kind of realised something as well, actually, if I pause this for just a moment here. These could be out by one, because we're going to not be able to use the edge for the path anyway, because we have to come out and around the industrial thing. Actually, we can use the edge for the path, and we just come out and around. So yeah, we just come out and around and come back in again. Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. Yeah. Okay. That'll be fine there. So we can get some more water pumping going. So hopefully we'll be okay. Hopefully our water pumping will. I think we will be okay. We've got enough pumped to pump out. We should be fine for it. And I think once this dries out, I'm going to pause all these pumps as well to get Beavers doing things, because I want to get this built and do stuff here. This over here needs finish up as well. We need to move these down. I might actually remove these ones, these 4 here. Get rid of those. We don't need to do that. These are finished over here. Proper scrap. So yeah, that's all done there. So we have no more scrap coming in at the moment. I think we have some scrap down here, and we have scrap around this as well. So we're okay. We're okay for scrap. That's fine. I'm also tempted to try and figure out how to get some batteries in the back here. I was kind of thinking of maybe we'll blow this edge, the end, completely out all the way down as far as we can, and then put batteries on this line here. The problem to that is getting access to build them, because you can't build on top of the ends of this. You can't put platforms over the top of the ends here. Not even a triple platform will go over the top. It just won't. You just can't build on top of this end piece. It's very annoying. Very, very annoying. I kind of wish you could. Really, they should have a platform on top. I feel like they should have a platform. There should be a flat roof. So the only way to do that would be to put in a single platform like that, and then a bridge, a single tile suspension bridge like that, which actually probably has to go one higher than that. Yeah, I think that's because this is technically more than one high, so it has to go too high, which is fine because they can always lean over the edge and build down. That's not a problem. But it can't lean over the edge of the bridge. So there will always be two tiles where they can't lean over the edge. No, stop that. So if we have a bridge here, so if we had a bridge here, which would come from this side, because we would come from this side. This tile and this tile can't be reached by beavers. I don't know if they can stand on this tile and reach over the corner of the bridge. I'm not sure if that is blocked or not. Or if they can come from this tile and reach over. So it's just that if a battery was to sit exactly here, they might not be able to build it. But I'm not sure on that. I'm not entirely sure. But I might do that. And you're probably asking, why do I need batteries? This is an infinite power source. This is running all the time, generating all the power we need, generating 1600 at the moment. We can put more in here and generate loads of power and everything will be fantastic and wonderful. That is true. But we may come to a point where during the day, when all the buildings are running, our beavers are using more power than the wheels can provide. So having the batteries there means that they can use the battery during the day, and then at night time they'll recharge. So it's kind of a fail-safe. It's not something I want to build right now. I'll just look at these here thinking these are pointless. These batteries here are pointless. All they're doing is wasting wood, because these are permanently running because the batteries can hold power here. So these it's just wasting wood. So but yeah, so having the batteries up there just means we get more power, and they can be used to connect all the wheels together as well. And we just have to blow out the edge of this down here. So yeah, blowing the edge up is going to be a bit more complicated than it seems, though, because I've only got one tile. I need to kind of, if I do that, I need to do it now before I build any more wheels, and then we build the platforms over the top. Long. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's not needed right now. It's not desperately important right now. So yeah, we'll just figure it out. So okay. So the pumps are pumping. This is working. This is filling here. So I'm just going to let the game go, and we'll let these get built. I don't think they're going to build any more of these at the moment. I need to block some stuff up here, which means taking out this. None of these are running because we don't have the beavers for it. I will turn these off when we get to it, and then pump stuff out. Stop. And then once the pump is finished pumping, we will turn them off so they can end up working in here and back in here and stuff. So we can get more beavers doing things. And we will put quite a large jump, I think, between this episode and the next one. And I'm going to try and get everything sort of filled up over here and over here, at least, to get some things done. And we'll mine out this here. I might mine a little bit further along, so it's just going to be the same with the same, but nothing's really going to change. So it's going to be on and off. So okay, so we shall leave this here. We shall come back next time. We will carry on from there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.